I was watching someone the last couple of days while my knee's been pretty much out called Limitless Speech, and he gives such inspirational advice. He tells you about rewiring your brain and your nervous system, stop procrastinating, and we've been conditioned to run away from pain when it's hard. We give up, and all good things. This is just something I'm saying, and I know this, but I do it too. All good things are hard and they're not easy. And I know that since my leg's been out, that I just been laying there watching YouTube videos, and I know I have to rest my leg, I have to prop it up, but my knee is just throbbing. And I don't like that kind of pain. Nobody does. So I said that I was going to work on my slides and my presentation, and I did not. I was just so exhausted. I ended up working yesterday, and when I got home, my leg was throbbing. I pushed through it, but I don't want to make my knee worse. So today I have a doctor's appointment at 2. I already did x-rays the day before yesterday. I haven't got those back yet. And I'm seeing a knee doctor today. So I'm trying to get to the root of the problem, and hopefully it is not so bad that I have to have surgery, because my knees never hurt this bad before. It's given me problems here and there, but it's so excruciating. I can't even stand it. So this is not fun. So I didn't do anything. I didn't push past the pain. And sometimes it's okay not to. I'm not saying you have to just do these things when you're excruciating pain or you're sick. I mean, that's not really what this video is about. It's more for procrastination and saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. You know, you have all day, and then you're watching Netflix or scrolling on YouTube like I do. I'm sitting here watching tons of coaches. How can I make my channel better? What can you do to get better views? And that's great. You need to do that. You need to go mentors and a coach. Even I hired 2 coaches, and I just constantly watch people that are talking about um, get bettering yourself, and that's great. At least I was watching those while I was laid up, and I'm not saying that Netflix isn't okay here and there to do, but this also can become a stumbling block. You can sit there and watch so many videos that you're not doing it yourself. Putting your videos out when you're not perfect, and believe me, I am far from it. I have to constantly be editing things out. Sometimes I leave the things I say in with my words. If I say or like, I just leave them in. I don't edit every single thing out. And that's just life. I try not to say those things. I'm getting better at it. And it's something you have to practice once you're so used to saying. And when I get nervous or I stumble, I say it a lot, even more, because it fills in empty spaces. But then I'm hearing all these words that are thrown in there that sound horrible. So I'm a biggest critic of myself. And this is the second time I recorded this video. It did not sound great. I stumbled. It was so bad that I couldn't even edit things out. Yeah, so this is the struggle. And this could stop you from recording any videos on YouTube. This could stop you from starting your own channel. You think you look stupid, you think I sound stupid, because trust me, I think this all the time. And I think, oh wow, people are gonna think I'm ridiculous. You think all kinds of things. You just have to do it. You have to just be comfortable, relax, like you're talking to a friend. But it's really hard when you're talking to a camera, or you know what I mean, recording, and you just get tripped up like I just did now. You forget what you're gonna say. You forget what you were saying. I don't know. Yeah, my phone looked like there was a black spot on it. I just want to start working on things daily. If I say I'm going to do something, I want to do it that day. So a lot of times I said I was going to work on something, and then I think, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'm too tired. And then tomorrow comes and I'm still too tired. I get up at 4 a.m. for work, and I have a hard job on my body, mentally, emotionally. People in the customer service are really, really mean. And if you're working in the restaurant industry or food industry, bar industry, you know that any person at any time can get mad at you and tell you that they want to talk to your manager, and they play that card. And trust me, the majority of the time you get talked to and the customer gets away with it, because this has been going on for so long that this industry is also conditioned to believe this. And this is why people continuously treat people in this industry really, really horrible. I mean, to a point of lying on you, saying that you said something and you did not. It is really, really sad. And we opened up all of our restaurants, and people should be happy we have restaurants open, but instead they're going in. I experience so much stuff, like people come in and they want their food like that, and they said, "Is our food ready?" And I mentioned this before, one of my other videos. It is just really straining, really just mentally draining. And so you have to sit there, you have to just be quiet, because you're going to get in trouble if you even say anything to them, anything. And I'm talking not even being snotty. And I know in this industry, you have to just suck it up, but it is one of the hardest things. And this is one main reason why I want to have my own business. I wanted to have my own business when I opened up my permanent makeup business, and I closed it down after 2 years. Just wasn't for me. I sometimes look back and think, wow, maybe I didn't give it enough time, because having your own business is hard. It is very hard. And you have to build up your clientele, you have to build up your reputation. And I just kind of went the other way. It just, at the time, it wasn't for me. It wasn't what I thought. Sometimes it's okay to walk away from things that just is not working. And there's things I say, don't just walk away from hard, but there's times where it's okay. Right now, I really love learning technology side. I really love editing. I love my storefront. Well, it's a storefront. And learning from that, how to put courses together. I had to learn how to do an email list for people to join. And this is all still on my other channel. I'm still working on that. If I haven't mentioned this on this video, if I did, I apologize, because this is my second video and I don't know what I said. I'm trying to keep track of what I said. And you kind of get tripped up when you do a video over. So that could be kind of confusing a little bit. So yes, I'm venting a little bit about my job, and it's just really, really something that I want to push, and I should be pushing. This should get you to a point where you're working harder, not knowing when to take a rest. Because with my knee, it probably was okay to take a rest, because I couldn't even focus because my knee was hurting so much. But I am really nervous. I don't want to have surgery, because at this point, this is what I do for a living. I'm on my feet all the time and carrying trays and whatnot. We do have a robot that carries our trays out for us. We have to still put it on there. We program it to go to the table. But we still have to work. We still have to do all the stuff, put it on there. It's not like some person robot. And I always get this question, oh, this robot's going to take over your job. Aren't you afraid? I'm like, I might get to a point I'm saying, no, this robot is not AI, and AI is going to take over office work and lawyers and whatever before it takes over mine. So if you're watching this and you are a lawyer, sorry, I don't mean to be that way, but people make me so mad, and I'm hearing about this all the time, and it just gets really annoying after a while. I mean, this is a robot on wheels, and we have to program it. It doesn't program us. So you start being a smart mouth, and you start just saying things, and you get so jaded. The customer service world, you get so jaded. And there's a point where I was just getting to be so frustrated. I was frustrated. I am frustrated. And these are your pain points where you're thinking, what am I going to get to where I am not procrastinating? I am doing this. I am going to work on this course or this business, whether it's a business in person or online. You need to just push forward. It is scary. I do have some security, not to a point of I won't get fired, because anybody can be fired. But I do have like the insurance and the 401k, the retirement, dental, eye vision. I have it all there. And so it is really scary to walk away from that when the time comes and then open up your own thing. But the unhappiness that I feel sometimes is far beyond anything that I can explain. On a daily basis, what people and how they treat workers that are going out and doing a job. It's just bizarre to me how people are so hateful and will lie on you in a heartbeat because they didn't get what they wanted. For instance, one of the computers I work on to ring in a food order is by the front door, and the host isn't up there, and so I'll have people walk in, and as I'm ringing in the order, they will interrupt me, and I think I would never in a million years do this at a place, and I will be ringing in something, and they'll come in and be standing there, not even. I'm not even joking. Like a second, they had just walked in, and they say, "Do we seat ourselves?" Like really hateful, and I said, "No, host will be right with you." And just being rude. I don't know. It's just ongoing things that I would never treat other people this way, respect workers. I know I'm a server, but just anywhere. You're going into a place and just sitting down and waving you down really rude, and then saying, where is my food? Or just ongoing things that people say when they're waiting for their food. But on weekends, we get so busy and it's so many tickets going down and people just expect their food to come out like that, and it's bizarre to me. I don't know. It's just seems worse than before. I mean, maybe it was always around. I know I was always dealing with people that were rude, but I think that where I work, it's a whole nother type of customers, not clients, customers that go in there. I was used to saying clients for when I had my permanent makeup business because we call our people that go in there clients. And it's just so crazy. So I'm going to push today and I'm just going to try to get this in, try to get my courses out. And it may stay really, really quiet. Nobody may want to buy my course. I do have a lot of things that I offer for my hair for women that are balding, as long as it's not medical and helping them grow their hair back. And I know because I've been there, I've done it, and I managed to keep my hair in. So I do have a lot of uh, experience with that, transformational things that I could talk about and that I relate to. And if you're looking for something to put your courses out to become a coach and you don't think that you have anything, you don't have anything that you could teach anyone, you have life lessons that you could teach other people. And whether you've been through a divorce, you got remarried, you have a great relationship now, you didn't have one before, you've been, to a point where you got yourself the weight you want. You have gardening, you have homesteading. A lot of people I know do homeschooling and they teach about that and they give they give guides to people and what to do. And so there's so many things that you could do in life and you have life lessons, especially if you're 40 and over. You have so much history behind you, so many stories to tell. So focus on that. Focus on doing something that you want every single day. Start with today. If you want to work out, you've been saying that, do it. Just go down on the floor and do some crunches, do some lunges in your own living room. Sometimes it's distracting. So go to a community or community I was going to say community college and go to a center like a community center. I can't remember what they're called. They call them like a center, you go in your area and you go do that where they have a little gym in there, like YMCA type stuff. The reason I can't think of what it's called. And I do appreciate everyone watching. And I'm sorry about the stumbling and the fumbling. I thought I heard a little fly around my head, but it was a motorcycle. We have so many flies coming in this time of year. It's ridiculous. And they just zoom at your face. So I am going to end this video because I am just going to finish my coffee and start on my slides. So if you have any comments you want to put in there, go ahead and tell me what you've been struggling with, what you're working on, what you procrastinate on. And I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for watching me and watching this video, this crazy video.